Question number 1. All the cases coming from the lower courts can be taken to the High Court and ultimately to the Supreme Court by the way of appeal. Right again. True is a valid answer.
Question number 2. To be appointed as a judge of Supreme Court, a person should have been an advocate of a high court for at least a years.
Correct response. 10 is the most accurate answer.
Question number 3. In order to prevent the misuse of power by any one branch of government, the Constitution made the provision of.
Well picked. Separation of power is the correct answer.
Question number 4.
In case of appointment of a judge other than the Chief Justice, the Chief Justice of India is consulted.
Good job. Your answer true works well here. Question number 5. What is the term used when the judicial branch determines a legislative act to be unconstitutional? Great thinking. Judicial review is the right choice. Question number 6. A smaller group of people who are responsible for implementing laws and running the government.
Perfect. Executive is the correct choice.
Question number 7. It is the guardian of the Constitution and defender of fundamental rights of the people. Great job. Judiciary is the accurate answer. Question number 8. There is a provision to appoint a High Court judge as a judge in Supreme Court.
On track. Ad hoc is the correct answer.
Question number 9. The Constitution does not guarantee the protection of minorities by the majority. Solid response. False is a valid choice. Question number 10. A judge of the Supreme Court holds office till she attains the age of .
Excellent. 65 years is a brilliant choice. Question number 11. Which court is at the apex of the single integrated judicial setup of India?
Clear logic. Your choice Supreme Court is sound and 100% true.
Question number 12. There are different sets of law and different civil criminal system in India.
Bravo. False is the answer. Question number 13. Is a group of 5 Chief Justice of India and 4 other senior judges.
Nicely done. Collegium is a solid answer.
Question number 14. How many levels of court are there in India? A. Trib. None. 1.
Good thinking. 3 is the right answer. Question number 15. The institution that drafted the Constitution of India was called the... Correct. Constituent Assembly is the right answer.
Question number 16. A dispute between 2 states is an example of original appellate. Smart move. True is an accurate answer. Question number 17. The President appoints the High Court judges in consultation with. Sharp thinking. The Governor is the right choice. Question number 18. If anyone's fundamental right is being violated, she can go to. Smart pick. Court is the correct choice. Question number 19. In the term universal adult suffrage, the word suffrage means the... Excellent choice. Right to vote is the right answer. Question number 20. When is the retirement of the Judge of the High Court of India? Exactly. Till 62 years makes sense and it is right choice. Question number 21. What is the primary role of the judicial branch of government? Valid point. To interpret laws is true. Question number 22. A group of girls is harassed by a group of boys comes under. Right choice. Criminal law is the best answer.
Question number 23. At present, how many judges are present in the Supreme Court?
Well done. 25 is the right choice.
Question number 24. The idea of the public interest litigation was given by whom?
Well reasoned. Supreme Court of India is the correct choice.
Question number 25. The judges of the Supreme Court hold office until they are.
You got it. Your choice, 65 years of age, is right.
Question number 26. The correct age of retirement of a Supreme Court judge is.
Nice work. You chose 65 years and it is correct.
Question number 27. How many cases were settled in Loch Adelat in a single day?
You're right. 150 is the correct answer.
Question number 28. Which of the following is a power of the judicial branch?
Nice selection. Declaring laws unconstitutional is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 29. Dash can organize the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court.
Strong choice. Parliament is the right answer.
Question number 30. Which of the following is not an organ of the government?
You chose jurisdiction, and it is correct.
Question number 31. The Supreme Court of India is dependent on legislative. Right choice. False is the best answer. Question number 32. The total number of high courts in India presently is.
Clear logic. Your choice, 25, is sound and 100% true.
Question number 33. Matters related to money are heard in criminal court. You chose false, and it is correct.
Question number 34. When does the High Court judge retire at the age of? Nice work. You chose 62, and it is correct. Question number 35. Who is the current Chief Justice of Supreme of India?
You got it. Your choice, Sharad Arvind Bobbed, is right.
Question number 36. Maintains law and order in the nation is one of the.
Good thinking. Functions of Judiciary is the right answer.
Question number 37. Supreme Court act as guardian of the Constitution. Smart move. True is an accurate answer. Question number 38. What is the procedure of removal of judges called?
Great job. Impeachment is the accurate answer.
Question number 39. Judiciary in India resolves the disputes between.
Nicely done. All of the above is a solid answer.
Question number 40. How many justices serve on the US Supreme Court? Perfect. 9 is the correct choice. Question number 41. The judiciary ensures dash to all its citizens.
Well picked. Justice is the correct answer.
Question number 42. How many judges are there of the Supreme Court?
Excellent. 31 is a brilliant choice.
Question number 43. What are the major powers of the Supreme Court?
Nice selection. All of these is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 44. What is the tenure of Supreme Court Judge India?
Smart pick. 65 is the correct choice.
Question number 45. The main role of the judiciary is to make laws.
Strong choice. False is the right answer.
Question number 46. The first Loch Adelat was held where and when? Sharp thinking. Delhi, 1985 is the right choice. Question number 47. The dash is the highest court in our country.
On track. Supreme Court is the correct answer.
Question number 48. How many levels of courts are there in India?
Well done. 3 is the right choice.
Question number 49. Every judge of Supreme Court is appointed by? Solid response. President is a valid choice.
Question number 50. The Union government is located in New Delhi.
Exactly. True makes sense and it is right choice.
Question number 51. The chairman of the Constituent Assembly was?
Excellent choice. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is the right answer. Question number 52. Where is the Supreme Court of India located?
Correct response. New Delhi is the most accurate answer.
Question number 53. When was the first Lok Adalat held in Delhi? Great thinking. 1985 is the right choice. Question number 54. Which court is also called the apex court?
Valid point. Supreme Court is true.
Question number 55. Choose the highest level court in India.
Correct. Supreme Court is the right answer.
Question number 56. Who appoints the Chief Justice of India?
Well reasoned. President is the correct choice. Question number 57. The Supreme Court of India is located in? New Delhi is the answer. Question number 58. The salary of a Supreme Court judge is? Good job. Your answer 90,000 works well here. Question number 59. Which is not the function of judiciary? Right again. Making of law is a valid answer. Question number 60. The Supreme Court was established in?
You're right. 1950 is the correct answer.
Question number 61. Supreme Court is the dash of India.
Nicely done. Last appellate court is a solid answer.
Question number 62. Supreme Court is also known as dash. Well done. Apex Court is the right choice. Question number 63. Our judiciary is an dash judiciary. Perfect. Independent is the correct choice. Question number 64. Members of the judiciary should be? Well picked. Independent and impartial is the correct answer. Question number 65. Which court is at the apex level? Correct response. Supreme Court is the most accurate answer. Question number 66. We have dash fundamental rights.
Excellent. 6 is a brilliant choice. Question number 67. Where is Supreme Court located?
Good thinking. New Delhi is the right answer. Question number 68. We have the judicial system too. Smart pick. Protect the citizens' rights is the correct choice.
Question number 69. Who is the first SG of India?
Excellent choice. Harold H. Bone is the right answer.
Question number 70. What is the full form of PILE?
Good job. Your answer public interest litigation works well here. Question number 71. Dash are equal before the law.
Bravo. All people is the answer.
Question number 72. The full form of PIL is dash. Strong choice. Public interest litigation is the right answer. Question number 73. Supreme Court is in dash.
Clear logic. Your choice, New Delhi, is sound and 100% true.
Question number 74. Who can set a precedent?
Great job. A judge is the accurate answer.
Question number 75. Judiciary settles dash.
Great thinking. Disputes is the right choice. Question number 76. Common law is made by. Sharp thinking. The judiciary is the right choice.
Question number 77. Each state has dash.
Nice work. You chose High Court and it is correct.
Question number 78. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format.
Right again. Contact Narayan Changdar on Facebook is a valid answer.